So you need to use Honorlock and you have questions. Let's get started. First, there are a not so few things to keep in mind. You have to use the Chrome browser and you cannot take an Honorlocked quiz on your mobile device. Um, Honorlock works via a browser extension, so you'll have to install it and you must accept all of Honorlock's policies and terms of service. You cannot opt out. If you have concerns about this, contact your professor. Keep in mind that each proctored test you take may have different authentication requirements. This tutorial uses the default Honorlock settings. Equally important, remember that not all computers look the same. I'm on a Mac, but use your brain nugget while you are installing Honorlock on your own computer. The prompts will help. If you need help, you are most likely to get it through Honorlock's live support chat, not your professor. If you're asked for an access code, just ignore it. Really, ignore it unless your professor has given you an access code. To install Honorlock, the easiest thing to do is open your Honorlock enabled test. Your professor should provide a practice quiz so you can work through the install process. Once you open it, you'll be prompted through meeting the Honorlock requirements. See that request for a passcode at the bottom of my screen. I'm going to ignore that because my professor hasn't given the class a password for the test. Install the browser extension by following the on-screen prompts. Once you've installed the browser extension, then you'll begin the authentication process for this particular quiz. You have to accept the data collection policy and the terms of service. I encourage you to read the documentation provided by Honorlock. Check that your system is compatible and take a look at the authentication process you'll be completing. Remember, each test you take with Honorlock may have slightly different authentication criteria based on your professor's goals. This video walks you through the default settings recommended by the university. First, Honorlock will conduct a basic security check to assess what other programs or tools may need to be closed or disabled. Follow the prompts on the screen to do so. Then continue through the prompts. It's always a good idea to read through this content at least once since you have to agree to it all. Now you're ready to start authentication. We'll first get a photograph of you, the test taker. Follow the prompts to take a selfie. Grant Honorlock access to your devices. Your screen options may look a little different from mine. Remember to read through the instructions and use your brain nugget. Once you've provided a picture of yourself before the test, you'll also need to upload ID to verify that you are who you say you are. This process can take some time, so definitely try this at least once before you take your first graded test. Note the instructions here carefully, including what counts as an acceptable ID. The next pop-up will ask you to choose how you want to upload your ID. You can do this through file upload or by using your webcam. Make sure you have your ID in hand. If you choose to upload a photo, you can do this via mobile device or from your computer. If you use your webcam, remember that your ID has to be in focus, which is not always as simple as it seems. Go through this process until your identity is verified. Now you'll conduct a room scan. Read the instructions on the screen to help you. I'm on a desktop, so I just sort of rotated my monitor around. When you're satisfied, submit your room scan. In the next part of the process, you'll be asked to share your screen. Be sure to pay careful attention to the on-screen prompts. Your process may not look exactly like mine, but similar things will happen. Select your computer monitor and then click Share. Focus the test window and start your assessment. Your windows will probably be reorganized. Don't be alarmed. Click Begin and you're off. As you're completing the quiz, note the Honorlock support icon in the lower left. This will bring you to the live chat. If you run into any problems, reach out to the live chat and keep your professor informed. Complete the quiz and submit it as normal. You can elect to provide feedback after submission to Honorlock, but it's not required. Remember that if you need help, you'll get more timely assistance through the live chat. Well done!